Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kassandra, and I'm going to take you through this 10-minute morning yoga stretch for a great big boost of energy and to also help set the tone for the day ahead. We are going to start by stretching the extremities and getting into our shoulders, adding some twists. So please meet me in a toe stretch. You need to curl your toes under so that you can sit your hips over your heels. And for some of you, this might be very intense. For others, you might not feel too much. You can always come out of this if it doesn't work out for you, but see if you can roll and move that little toe out of the side so you're not smushing it down on the mat. And go ahead and reach and stretch your arms up towards the sky, really lengthen. And you might shrug a little bit, just reaching one hand higher than the other. And as you extend and lift, try to press the floating ribs down so you're maintaining engagement through your core. As you inhale, find some length. And as you exhale, open to the right as you press and twist. So pressing the palms down. Inhale, come all the way back to center. And exhale, twist the other way. We're going to take 2 more on each side. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift. And press it down. 1 more. We're not here forever. I'm sure you're feeling it through the toes, through the feet. Last one, press and twist. And let's release this tabletop pose. Point the toes back. Maybe roll the ankles a little bit here. And find your tabletop stance on hands and knees. From here, let's extend our right leg up and back. Roll your right hip down so you're keeping your hips parallel to the floor. And this time, we're going to also extend our right arm forward. So this is a more challenging variation of our 2-legged tabletop pose. Think of wrapping that right shoulder down and the right hip down. Reach out long from your hand to your foot. Push into that supporting hand. And now go ahead and open up to the side. Reach your right arm up to the sky and see if you can lift your right foot up even higher. Squeeze through your glutes and then let your right foot come down to the floor. Stretch your right arm up overhead, lengthening out here. And keep rotating that right hand down to the mat. Find a little child's pose, big toes together, knees apart. Press your hips to your heels, folding on down. Take 3 deep breaths here. So we use these practices in the morning as a way to set the tone for the day ahead. You might start to think of one word that captures how you want to feel today. And we'll go find that same activation on the other side. Lift yourself back up, tabletop pose. 2-legged table, left leg extends up and back. Roll your left hip down and really flatten out through your lower back here. Lean on your right hand as you stretch and extend your left arm forward. Try to wrap the left hip and the left shoulder down. Draw your lower belly in. Core is engaged here. Stretch out nice and long. Try to lift out of your right hip. And let's open to the side. Left hand reaches up towards the sky. See if you can lift that left foot up even higher. Into our stretch, drop the left foot down and reach your arm up and over. And rotate to press it back once more into Balasana, our child's pose. Maybe your knees go a little bit wider this time as you reach your hips towards your heels. And fold on down. 3 breaths in and out through your nose. And exhale. Let's come back up. We're finding our first downward dog. Usually for most people, the wide stance you have with your hands here when you stretch them out in child's pose is the same distance you want to keep between your feet and your hands when you lift up in downward facing dog. You want your hands shoulder width distance apart and your feet hip width distance apart. And take a moment now to stretch at the back of your ankles, into your calves, into your hamstrings, as you press your heels down towards the mat. And let's extend our right leg up to the sky, bend your right knee, open up your hip, push even more into that left heel. And we'll come into a high lunge. So the right foot steps forward. Chandrasana, your feet are hip width distance apart. Lift and lengthen up. So remember that first pose and sequence we did when we were in our toe squat. We're going to find it again here. Now adding on, as you inhale, you're going to straighten your right leg, keep the back heel lifted. And as you exhale, bend your front knee and press and twist with your arms. 2 more like this. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, press it down. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Come all the way forward. Bring your hands at your heart and we're going to come up to stand. See if you can lift your left heel up, squeezing it towards the glute, and maybe reach back with one or both hands to hold onto the foot. So you want to think of lengthening your tailbone down, keeping your knees hip width distance apart as you pull the heel in closer. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you to open into your chest a little bit. Your left knee is reaching down to the mat. One more big breath here. And release, Tadasana pose. Let's take a little flow. Arms rise. Fold forward, relax. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant your palms, find your plank pose. We lower all the way down for Cobra Bujangasana. Roll your shoulders back. Open your heart. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Hands are shoulder width distance apart again. Press into your heels. Notice if it's a little bit easier to get them towards the floor. And this time our left leg floats up. Bend your left knee, open up your hip. Push down into your right heel. Chandrasana, this is our high lunge. Left foot steps forward. Keep the back heel lifted off the ground as you extend and reach your arms up. Floating ribs down. Straighten your left leg. And as you exhale, press open and twist. 2 more like this. Last one, inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend your front knee, push the hands down. Come all the way back up. Bring your hands together at the front of the heart. We'll take that standing quad stretch. So come to the top of the mat. You're going to bend into that right knee, reach back with either one or both hands. Keep that right knee pointing down to the floor. Lengthen your tailbone down, flatten out your lower back. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. One more big breath. And let's carefully release into your vinyasa. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, bow and fold. Halfway lift. Plant your palms, step the feet back, lower your push-up all the way. Back bend as you open through your heart. And our last downward facing dog. Make any little movements here that feel good as you reach your heels down to the floor. Relax your neck. And let's bring our knees to the mat. Come and take a seat in any way that is comfortable to you as we close our practice. Closing your eyes, draw your hands together at the front of your heart. See what word comes to mind when you think of the day you want to have. Your one word intention. And this morning, let's close with 3 chants of Om. We're going to inhale to begin. Big breath in. Om. Second round. Feeling into this quiet and peace you've created, honoring the time you've set for yourself this morning so that you can begin your day with energy, focus, and clarity. Bowing forward, namaste. Thank you so very much for doing this short morning yoga flow with me. I hope you feel energized and ready to take on your day. Before you go, leave me a comment and let me know what one word intention you've chosen for your day. And if you have a little bit more time this morning, you could do this affirmation meditation right here. Please subscribe and hopefully I'll practice again with you tomorrow morning.